All right. Welcome, everybody. That did take a while, but we are here. It's Zenith Online Racing. It's round 8. It's Azerbaijan, Baku Grand Prix. It's Tier 1. It's Monday night. I am Arbiga. Back alongside me this week, once again, Mr. Puff Digital. Obviously on a bit of an extended vacation after happened to win a race in Monaco and then just vanished for a whole week. So
Yeah, they found me drifting off the coast.
yeah.
All is well though.
Sailor's hat, empty bottle of wine, I hear, as well in the dinghy.
Yeah, can't find my shirt. It's been missing for a week, but
Yeah.
they rounded me up, told me I'm contractually obligated to commentate. So I'm here. I'm excited. I am actually excited, and it should be a good one. Monaco's always a bit iffy in terms of actual racing, but we will definitely get some racing here today.
Yeah, there will definitely be some overtaking and some scraps, and I'm sure we're going to have some safety cars and some broken wings as well. So it's Monaco, but with actual racing.
Yeah, they just stuck really, really long straight.
Yeah, basically
What's Monaco
solves
missing?
the Monaco.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, a really, really long straight. And
It has a bit of runoff, too, though. You can make some mistakes here and get away with some of them.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
you're not always punished, but looks like Camden first out on the road. He's right in front of Packer, I assume. Yes, it is. Packer wants to get by, but Camden's not going to let him by, so they're playing a little bit of cat and mouse here. Packer's going to have to back off. You really don't want to not get a good exit out of this corner, so
yeah,
he get a bit of a slipstream here. I think he's a little too far off for that, maybe.
maybe hoping to catch him on the actual lap.
Perhaps. I think he was kind of maybe thinking he wanted to go through, but then Camden picked up the pace a bit. Either way, we're right on board with Packer. Obviously, the winner last week in Monaco. He's had a pretty good season so far. Looks pretty dominant at a lot of tracks. Very much a favorite for the championship, I think. Just a huge bobble there. And
Yeah, a bit
Nearly
squirrely out
lost
of turn 1 there, and a bit of a lockup into turn 2. So
yeah, not looking too great, but he is closing in on Camden, it seems, though.
yeah, he's
Still
on the
carrying
soft.
pace.
Camden
Yeah.
is on the medium tire. We've seen Packer do this before. I don't know if medium is the strat here, medium to hard, but we've seen him set a few runs, invalidate, abandon them, and then he'll do his flying lap on the medium. So
I think he's going to catch Camden too fast here.
yeah, it does seem like he's got quite a bit of pace over Camden here, but it's the way it goes. I mean, Camden is not obligated one bit to move out of the way here. He's on a
Nope.
fast lap. He's was out first, and the way it goes. So yeah, Packer definitely being forced to kind of wait for Camden here. So
Really closing, and he's definitely gone
Yeah.
for a bit of a look there, but might even give Camden a slipstream down the straight here at this point.
we've got Mr. Joshua's off in the runoff, just waiting for traffic to move through, and nice and safe back onto track.
Nice, look at that slipstream. Absolutely flying. My lord. It's a 39.7, so probably not as good as he was hoping. Camden with a 41.3,
No.
that's well off the pace.
Yeah, I wonder if Camden maybe is a little like.
Jim with a 41.0, so 3/10 up on Camden there, which is, I think even Janet would probably be a little disappointed with that run, but JXW 41.8, so they're well ahead of JXW. I believe he's
Yep.
running no assists tonight, according to what he said earlier. I don't know if he's changed his mind last minute, perhaps, but
He's taking the
Not a
line
bad
off.
time.
It's a bold choice, I think, for Baku. Because you miss a braking zone, and there's a lot of walls burned into
We've
it.
got,
Maybe we would've played France.
Buzz coming down the main straight right now. We got a lot of guys out on the medium tire at the moment. Looks like a lot of them heading into the pits, switching to the softs now. Buzz goes quick. It's
Buzz.
39.5.
Yeah.
Well ahead of Packer. They're 2/10 up. Obviously, Packer would have lost
Buzz.
quite a bit of time there behind Camden, I would imagine.
Yeah, Zem sets a lap on the softs. Ryan as well. They're all starting to fill out the timing sheet here. We've got Zyg on the mediums. D-Money.
Arrow's strike about to finish a lap here. Let's ride with him. Going through the
Yeah,
final sector. Doesn't look particularly fast. Yeah, he's lifting. Yeah. He doesn't want to start on these tires. He's lifted and gotten fifth. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good sign for Arrow.
We got T-Money about to cross the line now. Yeah, his time trial time is looking very competitive, so be interested to see how he can do, if that can translate. Not quite yet.
41.6. No.
Yeah.
Well off of the rest of the guys on mediums. Zayg set a 41.4. That's a pretty good lap time. Maybe heading around for another run, or everybody just heading into the pits, really. Yeah, I think
We've got
so.
Vitality coming through the castle here. See what he can do. Seems he's got his battery turned down, so probably not on a flyer.
One guy's sitting in the pits still, it seems, waiting their turn. Oh, Bobby's lost it. He's on board with Ryan there. You see Bobby had just lost the car and went nose first into the barricade.
We also do have a weather update from Arrow. It is going to be a dry race. So.
Good news. Arrow strike on the weather game again. Ryan barely edging him out, slightly ahead there in his first run.
Has abandoned his lap. Got Beck, who's looks like he's on an out lap. Gurney on an out lap. Vitality abandons his lap, comes into the pits, so almost half the grid here, still without a lap.
Here comes Doth. He's looking to get a soft lap up on the board here with no traffic on the track. Really good idea, actually, I think. Kind of just go off the timing of everybody else's runs. So let's ride on board with Doth. Actually, sorry, was there someone else on an outlap up the road? Beck, you said. Let's ride with Beck. He's about to cross the line and start a hot lap. Then we'll check in with Doth.
Yeah. Let's see what Beck can do here. Bit of a frustrating season so far, but he's shown he has pace at times. He really does.
Definitely has excellent pace. If he could just kind of rein that in a little bit and stop losing the car, he'd be scoring a lot of points every week.
Yeah, a bit of a lockup. He's got an Alfa Romeo up ahead, and that moves over nicely and not in the way at all. Drops it down to third. Bit of a lockup again. He's locking up quite a bit here. It does look pretty solid.
Another lockup there, it looks like.
Showing he's gone purple in the first sector. I don't know if that's legit or possibly
Sector 2
Sector 2 seems to be the one, that glitches, so I inclined to believe he was quickest through Sector 1. And he looks nice and tidy through the castle section.
Very stable.
As well. On the exit curb there, and quick on the throttle, so looks like he's putting together a really nice lap here. This tricky downhill left and goes right to the wall, so takes that nicely as well. And the final real corner of the track, where you get into these windy bits, which can catch you out on more tires and dirty air, but qualifying run, easy flat, no problem. And now we wait for him to cross the line.
Feels like an eternity.
Yeah, I know.
I think it's going to be a good one.
What's he going to put on the
39
board?
flat.
And he takes,
Whew. There's a lap.
Provisional pole, so yeah, looked real tidy. And I think watching that on board, he's probably got some more time in there, to be honest. So let's jump back to Doth, see how he's doing. He's
big
just
walk up there.
Castle, yeah.
Oh no! That is a crash for Doth in the castle. He threw it in. Absolutely threw it in there.
Remind everyone, ghosting is off. So,
Joshua, wow, sets 4th place and 39.9 on the soft tire.
Packers come back out on the medium. He is in the middle of a flyer here. Coming down Yeah, quick left. Ooh, takes a
That
lot
was
of curb.
inches
But
from the
almost
wall.
jumped right into the wall there, and a bit of a lockup. Misses the apex there, but
Carrying a lot of
we'll
speed.
see what he can do.
He's going to get a toe here as well.
Yeah, there is
Unintentional,
the Ferrari
that's
up
got to be
ahead.
Doth. Wow, this is going to give
Yeah.
Packer quite a nice run. Just to break that
But I'm
slipstream.
following him into the
Oh, he's
into the
lifted.
pits. And he's abandoned it. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't quick enough. Maybe he had a moment earlier in the lap that we didn't see.
A lot of cars out on track right now.
There is. Where are we right now? Let's try to find that McLaren who's going through. That's GP Colin, I believe. Hasn't set a lap yet. He's on the mediums on his first run. So let's ride with GP, see what he can do here in the final sector. Unless he's just starting his
I
lap.
think he might just be starting.
Yeah, because he just turned the battery up, it looks like.
Yeah. So we've got Axton behind him, who does appear to be finishing his hot lap.
Getting a bit of a toe, not much, but
Yeah.
probably helping. 39.1, that's a quick
Yeah.
lap from Axton. Barely
He did
off
say-
Beck's time, it's less than a tenth.
He did say this was a top 5 track for him, as we now have like 4 or 5 cars about to cross the line here, or they're heading into the pits, so...
A GP on his hot run. We got a Red Bull finishing a lap here. It looks like Arrow says he's down on his time. Maybe he's going to abandon this run. Ride with him and see what he does here. And an Alfa Romeo behind. Maybe Jinnen or Zem. Probably heading in though. It looks like both of them have put a lap on the tire they're on.
Yeah, Zem has jumped up to 3rd.
Arrow
so good lap for
improves,
him.
but he's 11th. It is Jinnett heading towards the line. I think he's heading into the pits here. He is.
We've got
Yes.
Camden about to cross the line. It looks like he's on a flyer. Down in 14th right now. Obviously, that first run was on the mediums.
39.7, so he's up into
Yeah.
7th.
Throws
Let's
himself in
check
the mix
the
there.
best lap for everybody right now, and you see everybody in the top 10 on softs currently with their best run. So, looks like these guys are going to opt for that soft starting tire. I'd imagine they're banking on the safety car to give them some cheap pit stops and
Yeah.
maybe extending the hard to the end of the Grand Prix. I think it's doable. I think medium to hard is probably the safe, comfy strategy here. If you don't want to be swinging your back end around in Sector 3 when you're trying to get as much speed as you can through those windy parts.
Yeah.
But the soft and hard is viable, I believe. I just don't know if the entire top 10 on it is going to work. So, could see poor man's pole pay off here today.
Yeah, well, like you said, a couple safety cars and a few of these guys who find themselves in the bottom half, jump right up to the front. So, safety car is always a factor, especially at a track like this, though, where there's a lot of walls and a lot of opportunities for carnage. So,
We are looking for somebody to pick up here. It doesn't look like maybe someone
got
at the start of the lap
JX.
here. Is it Joshua on a run? It's on his out
JX
lap.
is just starting his, just past the start finish.
Well, let's ride with him. Let's see how he's doing without the assists tonight.
Yeah.
Give him a lap. And we'll try to keep an eye on everyone coming out of the pits, and if we can get a nice little order together, we can watch all the final runs for the session.
Yeah.
See if we can keep an eye on that.
So we've got JX, looks like he's catching one of the Red Bull drivers.
Bit of a snap there. Nearly lost the back end, but kept it going. Probably cost him a few tenths for sure. He's still up.
Half a second almost, yeah. So, I mean, he's at the bottom right now. Just gonna have to put that another half a second, I feel, in the...
Yeah, another
last
half a
sector.
second will give him...
Still not much.
No, he needs a lot more time.
Yeah.
That was good. He took that really nicely, though. Made the corner nice and short and was on the throttle early. Straightened it out pretty well for a pretty tight part of the track.
Yeah.
Let's see how he does here down into this quick left-hander. Bit of a lockup, but he's tidy and smooth. Gets on the throttle early. Heading down the hill now into the final corner. Very important corner here. And he's up 1.8, so that's going to help him quite a bit. If he just nails
and he
this
might
part,
get a toe.
He might here, yes. Getting a bit of a slipstream, and that will definitely give him something up ahead. He's not really taking it. Perhaps just trying to minimize the scrub. He's absolutely flying. What can he set here? It's a 39.9. That's a pretty solid lap time given that he's just dropped all his assists. He's edged out Ryan and Jinnit both by about just a handful of hundredths there. Like, very, very tight time. And Mr. Joshua.
Yeah.
Very, very competitive lap times here. For such a long lap, these times are very close.
Yeah,
I have to
really
say.
not much between them. So I think Axton's going to be the first.
Yes,
set
Axton.
the last of the flying laps here. You want to stick with him? I'll find out the order behind him.
Yeah, sounds good. We are on board with Axton. He's got that DRS wide open, just finishing his out lap, and now starting his flyer. He's in second currently, barely off pole. He's very close. Absolutely chucking it into turn one. He wants pole position. Vitality sets a very quick lap, 38.4. That is an absolute ripper. Vitality.
I thought he was setting up for a flyer. I was like, he's right next after Axton. And he's gone ahead. And Beck picks up 5 seconds for hitting Jinnit.
Oh, no. Five place grid penalty.
Yeah, sorry,
Beck.
not 5 seconds.
And that's massive given that he was on provisional pole just a moment ago. That's going to cost him dearly, and Jinnit, I don't think, got anything, so that the game has definitely decided that it was all Beck in that instance. There's Matthew Durnia. Axton looking very tidy here. See how he does as he goes through the castle section. Rounding the midway point of Sector 2, he's just coming up the hill now. Some very quick left-handers here. This is another place where your tires get worn and you can catch yourself out. This part right here. If you're not taking that a nice narrow line through there and you're loading up the tires, you can easily lose the car through there.
Yeah. So I know I said I would try and find out the order.
5/10.
A little bit. I got distracted.
He's close. He might have a shot at pole here, Axton. There's a car up the road. Is he going to get enough of a slipstream from it to give him a... No, it's too far, I think. It's just barely in sight. But Axton looking good here. Let's see what he can do in this final sector. Trying to get pole position, at least second place. He'll get it anyways. Oh, he's in second. 2/10 down, it looks like.
Yeah.
So just a little off. So who's
Good
behind
lap,
here?
though.
We have got a McLaren just about to cross the line. I think that's too close to be there. Let's get with Packer. Packer is up 1.1 on his lap according to my timing. Let's see what he can do. He's 39.7 right now. He is heading down the main straight. It's qualifying's over here, so Packer, this is his final shot. 38.6. He's into third. So just behind Axton. So that's good to see after some dominant performances from Packer. It's nice to see him not at the top there at the end of quali.
We've got Zem next. He's about to cross the line, just heading down the big straight now.
Zem,
obviously,
39 flat.
Jumps in the fourth, so
barely edges out Beck. That
and
penalty is
takes the front row with
that
the
penalty for
38.5.
Beck is going to be very costly after getting bumped down by just a handful of tenths here. Here comes Jinnit now. He's rounding up by his final run. What can he do?
Zai right behind him as well, so those should be the last two.
40.1 for Jinnit. Not good enough. Maybe just... I'm not sure if he's intending to start out the top 10, but...
Zyg jumps his teammate, solid in 7th, and he will move up to 6th with that penalty against Beck, so...
Ferrari looking sharp here then. 6th and 7th will be starting. Packer actually into 4th now, so... Yeah, that's... you know, as much as it's impressive to see, like, Packer with the dominance, it's nice to see some other cars ahead of him in quali here. What I would like to point out, though, is Packer's race pace has been outstanding so far.
And I think
been
Packer
ridiculous.
Has also removed an assist or two. I believe he was using medium traction control and possibly ABS, and maybe dropped one of those as well. So, welcome the challenge, and I think it's good overall for the entire tier. So,
I don't know if you want to take us through the standings and the order there, and I'm just going to step away for 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'll rip us through everything. Just give me 3 minutes while I pull that up. Alright, Tier 1 standings following the Monaco Grand Prix. In first, we have Packer. We've been speaking about him a lot during this qualifying session, starting fourth here today with 115 points in the championship. Quite a solid lead already. He's got Arrow by 41 points, if I'm doing the math correctly off the top of my head there. So, a sizable gap. We'll see if anyone can take that down a little bit. In second place, we have Arrow Strike with 74 points. In third, we have Camden and the Racing Point car. He's starting 9th, and Arrow's down 16th. So, it's going to be difficult for them to capitalize on Packer in fourth here. In fifth, IRO Dylan with 48 points, driving the other Haas cars. Sixth, Infamous Pillars. Both those drivers, Dylan and Infamous, both away here today. In seventh, we have Axton with 44 points. So a good showing here tonight, and he can actually jump quite a few of these guys in the standings. Maybe even put himself into fourth, possibly third, depending on how everything shakes out. In eighth, we have Doth Thou Hoist with 39 points. He's starting 8th, 7th once spec grid penalty is applied. Behind Doth, we have Ryan, who hasn't been here for a lot of the races so far, but has been extremely promising in the races he has attended. He's got strong points finishes. He picked up a win, so curious to see how he does from 11th, poor man's pole. In 10th, we have Vitality. He's also been absent quite a few. Obviously, he's quite rapid. Took pole position here today, and we'll be looking to build on what's been a few strong performances so far. Next, Charlie. He's been solid all season. Unfortunately, we'll be missing the race tonight. Behind him, we have Jinnit and Zamoglis, the two Alfa Romeo drivers, with 27 points apiece. So very evenly split amongst them. And 14th, we have JXW, 24 points, and no longer using any assists. So expect to see a bit of a learning curve there. And always kind of rooting for guys who kind of take the plunge, and we'll see if maybe he can steal a couple points here today. Behind him, we have Matthew Dernier again. Missed a few races at the start. He's shown pretty good quality pace. Him and his teammate, Mr. Joshua, always kind of close to one another, but not quite capitalizing in the races as of yet. But I'm confident he'll find his pace and find his race pace. Behind him, we have GP Colin, 14 points. Strong showing at Monaco last week. Helped him move up. He was at 0, I think, 2 weeks ago. So good to see him get on the board. Behind him, his teammate, T Money, with 7 points. Again, he's been absent quite a bit to start. But we'll see how he does here tonight. And then at the bottom of the grid, or the standings rather, we have Zyg, Beck, and Bobby, all with 0 points. All looking to break the goose egg here tonight. Of those three, I'd say Zyg likely has the best chance here today, starting in 6th on the grid, maybe his highest starting position this season. So good opportunity for him to snag a couple points.
Zyg has 0 points.
Yeah, surprising.
That is very surprising because he's been on the pace pretty much most of the season.
Yeah, and he was a mid-table driver last year, so well, I expect him.
He'll get on the board tonight.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, good position. Beck also has a good.
He's got Doth behind him too, and they can work together.
Yeah, for sure. So Fuzz, they did wait this week. No penalties will be handed out. Fuzz was the first one to start the countdown.
Fuzz gets a 10-second penalty.
Fuzz gets a 10-second penalty. It's only fair.
So someone, yeah. The host every
week. That was the rule.
All right. Formation lap underway. Very sunny day here in Baku. Looks like it's going to be a very good race, actually, with all those qualifying times very close together. I'm expecting it to be quite a battle out there today. I think we're just going to leave... What do we want up here? We want to get our tires up. Let's see what everyone's starting on. I don't think we need telemetry right now. Maybe some lap data, though. And we'll leave the map up. That's what we'll start the race with. Hard tires for Ryan in 10th place. Oof, what a nice gift that is. Beck starting 11th on the softs. Very unfortunate. Matthew Durnia in 12th with the hard tire. JX with the hards. Jinnit on the mediums. Probably looking to get ahead of these guys in front of him on the hards. He's running the opposite strategy to the guys around him rather than he would usually start on the hards, Jinnit. Unless he's going to go to the softs, maybe, but I don't know if that's a good idea. Or maybe safety car. Cheap pit stop. That's what he's thinking, maybe. Hard tires for Joshua. Arrow on the mediums. T-Money on the mediums. Bobby on the hards. Adri on the mediums. Why do we only have 19 cars?
Coxie was checked in, but something came up, wasn't able to make it. Just checking the chat real quick. Not a lot going on, but we do have a Zamoglis fan, so here you go, Zem. We got some fans out there.
There's not much going on in the chat tonight, so Zamoglis fans can pretty much run wild in there.
Run wild, yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing going on.
Zamoglis fan, yeah.
Sometimes the chat is just absolutely ripping, but
tonight
it's a bit of a
it'll
ghost
pick
town.
up during the race. People like the race more than quality. I think everyone does, right?
Well,
Quality's
yeah.
fun for the drivers. The race is fun for the spectators. And for the drivers, hopefully. Yeah.
So there's the pit stop strategies. I don't think anyone's going to two-stop, but soft to hard, they're saying 7-8 laps.
Yeah.
You pretty much have to take the softs that far, I believe. You pretty much have to run them to the end of their life. I think around lap 6 they start to kind of suck, and 7 and 8 are going to be crappy laps on them, but make sure you get your hards to the end. You don't want to get a puncture.
Yes, we've seen a few this season. I find far more than in previous seasons in our online racing league. So, a very real threat, and not a fun experience.
Gap back here to Aerostrike, it looks like. Really bunched everybody up back there. Let's get back to the top here. Vitality on pole position. We got Fuzz in second, Axe in third, Packer, the championship favorite at this point of the season, I would say, fourth place.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens here on the start. We've got 3 lights on. We've got 5 lights on. And they're off. The Baku Grand Prix is underway. Joshua gets... Oh, no, the timing's just messed up again. So we got to get back to Vitality. Vitality is squeezed out by Fuzz. Fuzz takes the lead. Packer...
Paxton runs real wide. Packer got a good jump.
Packer
Paxton
into
dropped
third.
a couple. Oh, bit of contact.
Virtual safety car here. So race is neutralizing. There's some cars nearly side by side. It's going to be tough for those guys to know who they're supposed to be behind.
And we've already got a DNF from Bobby. We've got JX in the back trying to get his car situated. He's got no
and he's on the
left
hards
part
already.
of his wing. Yeah, and he can't even brake.
Disaster. That's disaster for JXW.
And it's only a VSC, so he's not even going to be able to catch up at this point.
No, that's very bad news.
But out front,
have to leave the hards behind. Oh boy.
Yeah, a good start from Zamoglis jumping up in the 5th.
All right, the timing has fixed
gone
itself
back
now.
to normal. Yeah. Yep. So, Zyg, Doth, Ferrari Boys holding position. GP.
Green any moment here, I feel.
Yeah.
Gonna be just seconds away here. It's been a while.
I'm surprised it's not a safety car. There is a car.
There we go. It's green. The race is back on. Vitality looking to get a jump on Fuzz here. They are very close together. The top 3 duking it out here on the first lap in Baku. We had a bit of a virtual safety car there, but we are racing once again, and we are heading down to the main straight with 3 cars nose to tail here. Fuzz in the lead gets a great start on lap 1, and Vitality and Packer duking it out behind.
GP's made a nice move on Doth.
Packer absolutely flying here. And there goes Vitality. He's flying past Fuzz. Packer making his way up as well. Packer looking for the overtake. Is Fuzz going to lose the lead and second here? And Packer goes through. Fuzz into third. So Vitality now leading the Grand Prix from Packer and Fuzz And behind we have, I believe that's Zamoglis in fourth. The timing's all messed up
Yeah,
again.
it got messed up again.
Yeah.
It also told me DRS is enabled, but Axton taking a peek now on Zem.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, and they've touched! Axton, I'm not sure who's at fault. Maybe Zem squeezed him, but the Logos has gone round. Axton missing most of his wing. And Zyg now right on the gearbox. The timing screen makes this impossible, and it's very frustrating.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep up. I got to jump back to the battle now.
It's Camden.
I stayed
There's
with the
5
lead.
Cars. My goodness, Camden gets by. There's like a group of like 5 cars coming into the castle right now.
Yeah, Ryan, Doth, GP, Janet. It is a scrap through the back end of the field here for the final points.
And everyone seems to have made it through.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got a big group all bunched up together there.
Let's get back to the front. We got Packer really hounding Vitality here. He's looking for that lead. Had a, I would consider a bit of an off qualifying for Packer standards, but 4th place still a pretty good qualifying session for most people. The cream of the crop here at ZOR, so...
Yeah, a couple of mistakes and they really do. Guys will take advantage.
Packer,
So-
he doesn't have that DRS yet, does he?
No, it should be enabled this lap.
Yeah. Yeah, there it
Games
is.
go
So
for
he's
that
going to get it here.
JX
Packer's
in
going to have his
first.
DRS. Let's see if he can do anything here with the first DRS zone of the race. I can't see that it's open at this point. There it is, yes. He's taking a peek, but Vitality seems to have him covered off here. Not the greatest spot for an
Zyg
overtake here.
Is looking to
Zyg
get a
taking
move
look.
done, yeah. And he'll
On
have
the
that done
inside!
easily.
And he's through! Great start to the
Nice.
race for Zyg. He hasn't scored any points yet this season, and he's up into 4th.
Yeah, and Doth's gone into the pit, so... Oh, looks like GP may have hit the wall. Maybe just... Nah, he's missing that right end plate. That's going to make things very difficult.
This pack still's duking it out back here for the final points-paying positions. 9th through 12th, 13th even, actually, all within DRS range of each other. It's quite the duel going on here. Jinnit taking a peek on GP. Not a great place for an overtake, though. Has to back out of that, obviously. We got Packer very close to Vitality here. This is going to be a big DRS run. Let's get back to the front here. Packer with DRS, the Monaco Grand Prix winner last week, now closing in on Vitality with his first DRS down the long, infamously long Baku Straight. Is he going to have enough juice to get this done?
If I'm Vitality, you got to question how much you want to defend here. If I'm Packer, I think I'm pretty happy to just keep getting DRS. You can
And
harvest, you don't have to use fuel.
Yeah, they can build a gap. He can get him at some point, Packer probably knows.
Yeah. So, a bit of maybe a bit of strategy here in terms of when
pulling out
you want to
too.
make that overtake. So,
He's pulling out of the slipstream as well, so...
an arrow is going to get by Jinnit here into turn 2. We'll see.
Oh, no, he doesn't!
Jinnit shuts the door, clipped him, it seems.
Both guys into the wall there, it looked like.
Yeah, and
Arrow
Arrow's
taking a look
coming right
again,
back
though.
for it. Yeah.
No, backs out of it. After the last experience, I don't blame him. Seemed a bit of a squeeze there from Jinnit. Will likely be in the stewards' discussion after the Grand Prix. Wouldn't be
Sure we'll
surprised.
get a few. Yeah.
GP Colin. Closing on Ryan here as well. And, Packer very close to Vitality. Oh, he tries to send it there well before the final turn in towards the final sector. And it's probably cost him a bit of time. He might have been better just to sit there.
Jinnit
But
now
he is
off.
absolutely closing. Vitality seems to be struggling with his tires or something. He's sliding all over the place. Packer is right on the tail of Vitality. This should be a done deal here with the DRS. Vitality's setup looking pretty slippery, though. He just looks pretty quick down the straight.
Yeah.
Here goes Packer to the outside here. Vitality trying to cover that inside. He's pretty close still, Vitality. They're side by side. Vitality's managed to defend this somehow with that DRS, but Packer slips through still. Now Vitality are on the outside taking a look, but no. Does Vitality get DRS here?
DRS, yeah.
Vitality gets the DRS. I think he'll definitely have a look back here. He is absolutely going for it. Around the outside, he gets it done. Wow, great move from Vitality.
Oh, and Packer fighting it back. This is not a great overtaking corner.
Ooh, side by side through there, and Packer comes out on top.
Oh, and Packer won.
Packer with it hits the wall. He's broken his wing, surely. He's hit the wall quite hard there.
Looks like he has both end plates.
It does. Like, I don't know how he pulled that off. Did his rear tire just clip the barrier, maybe?
And Fuzz is just finding himself catching back up to these two as they fight their way through the lap here. So,
oh, Packer with a huge moment, and he's off. Packer is into the wall, and he's definitely damaged his wing now, but his wheel is still intact. He can keep going. He's going to have to pit. It was getting close to that pit window anyways. Does Vitality consider pitting now? Maybe not to lose any time, but he'll just end up in traffic, surely.
And Packer's going to have to get a wing change, so with your Vitality,
you got to run a little longer.
Realize you've got a lap or two to cover off the undercut.
Fuzz is going to be in DR. Oh, Fuzz out! Fuzz is out of the Grand Prix. He's into the barrier. His wheel is off.
Car. There's no ghosting, too. That's a blind corner. He's far enough up the road, but that is a dangerous place for a car.
That was close. That was close.
Maybe not realized it because he got very close to Fuzz there. Most cars seem to be. Oh my goodness!
Oh! Team Money is out.
Oh my goodness. And T-Money's car, is it gone now? No, it's still there.
Yeah.
And there it goes.
Oh my god. I wonder if anybody out the back. I think, they're clear now? Okay. So safety car.
Wow.
I've lost what happened at the front. That was hilarious. Like a really unfortunate way, man. That was funny, though.
Vitality's already pit and has already caught the safety car, so he's maintained first on the hard tire. He's got Ryan behind, Arrow. This is,
Oh, Vitality pays off big time for Vitality. How did he pit? I thought he was gone past the pit lane when the safety car was deployed. Huh. Who was... Anyways, yeah, just a crazy impact. I don't think T-Money saw the car because he was so close to the car in front of him that as they made their way through, he just...
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I mean? It was like the car in front pulled out and it was like, oh shit, there's the yellow. Like, you know, he doesn't have time to react to that. It's not the car in front's fault. Like, nobody could... You said it was a blind corner. It's a dangerous place.
Yeah.
And Fuzz just drifted into the barrier, smashed it hard. A great helicopter shot of it. Or maybe it was a long, like, crane camera or something, but kind of from a distance, just see him slide into the wall and then absolutely rip the tire right off.
So this has also kind of helped Packer, who has managed to come back out in fifth.
Yeah, that's not bad.
On the hard tire.
With his wing change as well, I'm assuming. He's in a good spot, though, with 0 lap hards, because everybody in front of him has to pit still.
Yeah, so he's got...
still net second, and that is a major, major recovery given what happened to him.
Yeah, we've got 2 stops for Doth, Adri, JX. The only drivers who haven't stopped, Ryan, Arrow, Bernia, and Jinnit. So, we saw Jinnit have an off, must not have picked up damage, and must be happy to continue on. I'm sure this won't be the last safety car. But 3 cars out.
13 places.
T-Money, Fuzz, and Bobby.
All from,
very short Grand Prix.
Yeah, Fuzz crashed on his own. T-Money crashed into, I believe it was Fuzz's car. There was 2 other cars that nearly hit Fuzz as well.
Yeah,
like very close.
Maybe not quite realizing again. Yeah, that ghosting is off. And yeah, just madness there. And this actually is a tricky track to do a safety car restart. I don't want to talk too much about the race yesterday in case people haven't seen it, but similarly long straight. So you don't want to punch it too early because you're going to give the guy behind you a really good run on you into turn 1 with the slipstream. So hopefully it's all well and clean, and Vitality is going to have to, really consider when he wants to punch it.
Safety car in this lap, you think?
Yeah, I would assume so.
It's a pretty long lap. I feel like it gets cleared quicker here, probably. 3 laps in Monaco or something might make sense, but...
Yeah. I mean, we can clear this. The car's been cleared.
Wow, crazy start to this race. We're on lap 7 now. Few cars out of this race already. Big crash there for T-Money. Smashing into Fuzz. Didn't even see him. The car in front of him, I believe, just kind of moved at the last second. Like, didn't realize Fuzz was there either. And T-Money just, obviously with, when there's a yellow flag and you come around a corner with no one in front of you, you can see up the road that there's something there. And you know early enough that you can kind of get out of the way. But if you're following another car and you're just kind of ripping along, trying to get to the pit lane because there's a safety car coming out, you're not going to see that car there, and it makes perfect sense. It's very unfortunate. He was right in the pack there, battling, so he was definitely on for some potential points tonight, and just kind of a victim. Some bad luck there.
Yeah, sorry for laughing to you, Money.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny in the nature of it, but it's, obviously feel for the driver.
Sometimes you just see certain things and you can't help but laugh at the absurdity of it all.
Vitality has punched it, I think. Maybe too soon? No, the safety car is well gone. So Vitality gets it going. He gets a good jump on Ryan there. That's going to be very helpful. Let's get the tire information back up. We'll see what tire everybody is on. Checking behind here. Aerostrike very close on the medium tire. Ryan's sitting in a pretty good spot, though, I would think. Even though
did get Dernier off the restart, so already up until 4th. Now 2 cars between him and Vitality, so no DRS for the next 2 laps. Vitality is going to, I'd assume, look to build his gap here and now, and I'd assume take these hards to the end of the race, barring any late safety cars or something like that.
On board with Arrow here. He's right behind Ryan. Ryan into the wall! That's going to cost him dearly, and Arrow sneaks through.
Yep.
That's going to damage Ryan's wing as well, so now he's on 7-lap-old hards with a broken wing, and that's going to be a precarious position to be in, but he's going to be costing Packer a hell of a lot of time through the castle section here. Losing time hand over fist there. Vitality just scampering away at the front.
Yeah, already 2 seconds near.
He needs to really get the hammer down here, so while Packer's caught in traffic, he needs to use up everything. Packer sends it late!
Oh!
And he put Ryan into the wall. That was very close. He was very late on the brakes there, and I think they left just enough space, but it was tight.
Yeah, I think a bit of contact wheel to wheel, but I don't think Ryan ended up flipping the wall, so...
Dernier right behind Ryan now as well. Obviously damaging that wing. He's going to be under threat here, especially through the final part of the lap. There's that slipstream. It's just so powerful. Ryan absolutely escaping from Dernier now. Nothing he can do. Behind we have Axton making a move, I believe, on Joshua.
Dernier. Real close to the wall in turn 1 there.
Whoa, there goes Camden.
Camden, yeah.
Down the inside on Dernier. Now he's going to go take a look at Ryan.
And
Dernier on the back foot here.
Who's also stopped already.
We're on the outside.
Nice move.
Power slides it and gets it done. Great overtake.
Really late on the brakes.
It's really unfortunate he crashes so often, because when he's on the track, he's absolutely exhilarating.
Yeah, hung it right in there. That was really nice. But yeah, I was just saying too, after a 5th-place grid penalty in quali, he finds himself.
Oh, huge lockup for Durnia. He's off into the escape road. He's in a precarious position here. How is he going to get out?
He's going to have to wait.
He's
as
absolutely
going
to have to wait now. Jinnit way behind the field, so Durnia now ahead of him, but well off everyone else even. Let's get back up to the front here. We've got, oh, Packer all over Arrow here.
Yep.
Just chucking it through the corners, trying to get through. I don't think Packer's close enough here. I mean, it's a long straight with DRS, but
yeah,
he's a little
without
far
DRS,
off.
though, I don't think he'll be able to get it.
Yeah, he just doesn't have that DRS.
We've got Fuzz in the chat, too. Yeah, honestly gutted for you, Fuzz. You had a really strong quali and looked to be in a really good position to challenge for a podium, even the win, so...
Here goes Camden with DRS on Ryan now. He's pretty close. I think he's going to have a crack at this. I think he might
quite.
be... No, yeah, he's just a little too far behind. Get back to JXW and Adri. They're having a little scrap here. JX not close enough as well. That DRS train very powerful here. The car in front has a slipstream or DRS, like it's very tough. Most guys running similar wing setups. Nobody really has a serious advantage on the straights, it seems.
Yeah, you don't see anyone really ripping past one another. I think everyone's been pretty
right on the front wing of Camden here through the castle section. What a great shot that is. Get back up to Packer here. He's all over the back of Aerostrike again as we approach Sector 3, the all-important sector for overtakes, and he's already 3.4 seconds down on Vitality ahead.
Yeah.
Big lock up there, Aero just closing the door there. Aerostrike directly competing with Packer for that title is not going to be letting him through easily. Packer already alongside Aerostrike here, though. This looks like it's going to be a done deal. Really can't see how Arrow's going to be able to defend this one.
And then behind them we have Camden looking to make a move. We'll see if we can get it done on Ryan. And Ryan stays ahead, so even with the DRS.
Aerostrike ahead there. It'd be smart if he could try and stick with Packer for a lap or two here. Just kind of extend these mediums a little bit longer. Because he is well ahead of most of the field at this point, but he definitely wants to build a bit of a bigger gap before he goes into the pits, I feel. Jinnit on those fresh hards back there on 16th, going to be putting in laps and trying to close back in. He might be within striking distance of some good points there, Jinnit, if he can keep those tires in good shape and just get to the end of the race.
And a bit of action further down the field. Axton did make it past Zyg, so Axton up into 7th, obviously chasing down Beck now, and Zyg is really being pressured from behind from both Mr. Joshua and his teammate. So this will be a crucial stage of the race here for Zyg. I mean,
it is. Zyg, he needs to get through.
Bring home points, and you gotta find the pace. And he's a veteran; he's been around. I do trust he's not gonna make it easy.
There's a great shot. Helicopter camera riding with the action here with Camden, Beck, Axton right behind them as well. And Ryan trying to hold these guys off at the front. So Ryan hanging in there, but he is really under pressure from Camden here. Sliding through this. Look how fast they're flying through that corner. What a great shot that is. A lot of great camera angles here at this track, honestly. It's a really fun track to watch a race at.
The helicopter shots as they all try and battle down the main straight really are something else.
Here comes Camden around the outside. Ryan covers it off. Nice work from Ryan there.
Yeah, a phenomenal defense. He's managing his battery better than Camden. Simple as that, really, at this stage of the race. We'll see if he can hang on again. And, it's going to be close, but yeah, too far back. Oh, and Zyg. loses the position to Mr. Joshua. Now has his teammate Goff behind him. So maybe a bit of teamwork we'll see here.
They're on different strategies, those two, really. And Joshua is quicker on those mediums, who is definitely on a different strategy as well. So you got to think Zyg got to be letting Doth through there and then try to ride with those two. Get a little bit of a train going there. Let Doth go chase Mr. Joshua.
A penalty, and Fuzz is saying that Packers lost his end plate, and I can confirm the right end plate is gone off Packers' car, and he hits the wall. So obviously that lack of downforce affecting him, and it's odd because it still seems he's taking time out of Vitality, but definitely not running to his full potential right now. So Fuzz are eye in the sky.
Beck closing here on Camden. Beck in striking distance here. He's absolutely flying down the straight. Camden Luca, his next victim.
Both with DRS, so it's going to be tough.
Yeah, I think Beck's going to get, kind of neutralized here. I don't know if he's going to get this.
And
very late. He's missed the corner. He just barely saves it.
He keeps it safe, but yeah, very, very close. And Ryan, again, this is another fantastic showing. I know it's only early here. We're only halfway through, but really doing a fantastic job as Packer has pit, so that's dropped him down to 14th. And a yellow flag, who's that? Is that Dernia?
It looks like it might be.
Yeah, I didn't quite see what happened.
He just
going
lost a chunk
again,
of time, though.
It was a Mercedes vehicle, so car. I don't know why I said vehicle.
GP Colin.
It was a car. It wasn't a plane or nothing. No.
Pressuring Zyg now as well on the same compound. So Zyg really gonna have to put in some work here if he wants to score some points today.
Yeah.
It's starting to look a little iffy for him at this stage.
Yeah, I think Ryan is kind of doing what Zyg had hoped to have done. Similar situations where they're being absolutely pressured, but Ryan's doing a really good job of managing that battery and deploying it in the right spots at the right time.
Oh, Camden's so close this time.
Yeah.
This might be close enough, though. That slipstream's going to be too powerful at this stage.
The thing is, though, Camden, again, is going to run out of battery.
That's a good point.
He's dropping it to 0, and Ryan just keeps having enough.
Yep. That's a good point. He can't get it done.
And Arrow's pit, so big moment in the race for him.
This could be an undercut here, even.
He might have pulled off the overcut on Packer, because Packer did have to get a wing. It's going to be close, but I think Packer's got him. Oh, it's so close here between Arrow and Packer. Side by side, and just not enough.
It's cold tires, he just really couldn't trust himself.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the action at the front here. Beck, Camden, Axon, all very close here. Still behind Ryan. Ryan's really struggling here. Wow, look how close Camden is. He might even send it here. No, he can't. Oh, big walk-up! Oh my, they're side by side heading to the castle. Ryan has to back out of this.
Yeah, he
had to.
He has. Oh boy, that was
quite a defensive showing, though.
Yeah. Well done by both of them to actually make it through that little battle there. So we'll see what he's got left in the tank here, Ryan. See if he can keep in DRS range and possibly hang on to this position until he pits. As he's the only guy, him and Dernier are the only two who haven't pit as of yet. So. But I will say, out front, shaping up very nicely for the racing
battery, though.
Yeah.
Same problem.
Oh,
Camden even struggling.
Axton, way off the road, and loses this 2 places and hits the wall.
Oh my! He's lost Huge chunk of his wing there.
Yeah.
GP now pressuring Axton. He's going to have a lot more grip. He could probably send it here and get it done. Axton, can he defend?
He's been cautious. GP lifted quite early to avoid any trouble there.
Oh.
So, Beck now, promoted up to 4th.
Packer.
He's gonna have to pit again, though, I think, on those
Packer's
tires from
caught up to Zamaglis here, and he's got him in a really bad part of the track, and Zamaglis kind of getting a little bit of a DRS train ahead. So this could be very bad for Packer.
Yeah.
He's on mediums already. He's way down the order now. His vitality's already going to the end, surely. Camden in 2nd place, 10 seconds behind. GP very close to Axton now as well. Whoa, big crash! Axton, huge crash! All 4 cars into each other. Axton out of the Grand Prix with that busted wing. He was pushing hard, and there goes the wheel. He is out. And all these cars have absolutely...
a lot of 5-second penalties, so I'm sure we can probably look into removing those after the race. Obviously,
virtual safety car, so not
how
what you're hoping for.
Safety car.
Yeah, I don't understand. Ignoring yellow flag, GP calling 5-second penalty. Whoa, Packer nearly takes the wheel off entering the pits. That was tight.
So Vitality has pit. He was on the hard tire. He's come out now on the medium, I'd assume, to the end, obviously, with 10 laps to go, but Camden now leading this race.
Yeah.
And I'd assume he's taking those to the end.
And yeah, and Vitality, I can't imagine Doth, Joshua, and Beck are going to be pitting now, or anytime particularly soon, but Vitality, this was just a VSC. I don't know if that was a good idea to pit.
Maybe trusts his pace, maybe wasn't happy with the tires, I'm not too sure, but he had a 10-second lead, and it didn't seem as though it was shrinking, so I would have held out. Yeah, but we'll see. We are racing again, and Beck is really taking time out of Camden here. Maybe got a better jump after the VSC.
Vitality putting the pressure on Doth now. Doth's definitely going to have to pit again, I think.
Buzz is saying these tires, these mediums, they'll make it to the end.
I could see it. With the DRS tow here, we don't know, but Vitality, you got to imagine, it's going to be pretty quick.
Yeah. And Doth, though, we know he likes to take his tires past the point of recommendation. So
there goes Vitality, absolutely closing. Doth, even with the DRS, can't really defend. I think Vitality's going to get him here. He's already ahead into turn 1. He gets it done. So Mr. Joshua next on the list for Vitality. Then he's got to chase down Beck, who, well, Beck will surely have to pit.
Camden.
Beck surely has to pit again. And then Camden, yeah, who's got, what, about 6 seconds on him at the moment? There goes Vitality again past Mr. Joshua. So maybe...
very quick work.
Maybe he made the right decision here. Packer closing in on Jinnit now, back towards the points paying positions. Right now Packer out of the points, but on fresh medium. So I imagine he'll... well, there's quite a bit of time ahead of him, and everybody ahead is not pitting. So there, yeah, that incident there with Axton cost people a lot of time.
And Vitality has already taken a second out of Beck, so I mean,
he's flying,
just on a charge right now. Obviously, his tires are 14 laps younger than Beck's out in front. So
I would think Camden at this point would probably. I mean, if Vitality catches him and it's a point where they have to fight, I don't know if it's worth Camden fighting him really.
I will say,
just secure that
Camden
1-2.
is further ahead in the standings, so...
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I don't know if that comes into consideration between the two of them, but Camden's in third place right now.
That's a very interesting situation then.
And Vitality, he's close, but
Oh!
super late. Looks like they just avoid contact, maybe a little.
I think he
pumping
got through.
on the exit, and yeah, he does get through. So
It looked a clean overtake to me, though.
yeah, same here.
Beck with a huge snap there.
Ooh. If
That's
you're
gonna
back,
cost him.
yeah, just concede, I think, at this point, and worry about the guys behind.
Yeah, they're on similar tires.
He's looking to score points. His first points of the season. Even a 4th or 5th place would be massive. Obviously, you want the podium, but
Zyg sitting 6th right now, so he looks like he's in position to get his points on the board.
yeah,
Vitality is taking time out of Camden quickly here. You can see his teammate just up the road there.
so we have Ryan who had pit under the BSC. He needed to pit, so he was in the car left who hadn't pit. Aside from Durnia, actually, but he's come out in 8th, and if he can get past Arrow, depending on how quickly he gets past, he might even have a shot of catching Zyg. I'm not sure if he'll catch Doth, but
I think Packer
again,
can catch JXW, but I don't know about Ryan.
yeah,
Vitality is absolutely flying here.
yeah, he is.
Just see him
I don't think
closing.
Camden's gonna have much of a say.
No.
Whether or not he lets him through, but I'm sure the two of them are also talking amongst themselves about this. So, quite a few gaps in the field at the moment. We do have Ryan who's closing in on Arrow. On the yellow flag in Sector 1, and it looks like Vitality has spun round. He's facing the wrong way.
And it's a terrible place to turn back around. Oh, and he's into the wall. Did he? Oh, no! Big crash. Arrow and Ryan into Vitality. It's a tough place to lose it. He got a 5-second penalty for it as well, and he still hasn't turned around.
It might have more coming his way after that. That was
yeah,
ill-advised, I would say.
Backed right onto the racing line.
Yeah, and a blind corner as well.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably going to say, what else? What are I supposed to do if I'm just sitting there? Someone's going to crash into me
And that's a safety
anyway.
car.
Oh, safety car.
I didn't even notice. So,
That's
Beck,
huge.
does he pit? Do any of these guys on the mediums
No,
pit? 12
no.
laps, 16 laps.
No.
16 lap mediums?
You're gonna get 2 free laps here.
Yeah,
I don't know. Beck. I mean,
know
Beck
what
maybe
you're saying,
should, but I mean, Beck should maybe for safety, because the worst he's gonna come out is behind what Zyg. And look at the gap there. If Beck pits now, he comes up behind Zyg on a fresh set of softs even, and he's gonna be absolutely ripping. I think Beck should pit for the softs. He's the most at risk. The other guys, I think it's worth staying out on 12 laps. I think you can get those to the end, especially under safety car. But
he'll come out ahead of Arrow.
Beck's kind of at risk here, and he could lose the car. He might lose worse than 5th if he doesn't go onto the softs here.
So
Beck's heading to the pits. It looks like
Camden has pit.
Beck into the pits as well. Joshua's pit.
Doth pit.
Does Zyg consider stay out?
It's
no, he's pitting as well.
Stay out.
Oh, no. He should have stayed.
Ryan has to stay out. Right?
Ryan. No, he goes in as well. Vitality pits as well. Packer's going to stay out. No, he can't stay out now. He's behind everyone anyways. He has to pit as well.
Packer's staying out.
You think?
No, he's going to stay out, of course.
Yeah, 2-lap old mediums.
2-lap old mediums?
Yeah.
And he's going to get the race lead. No.
No, not even close. No, everyone's out in front.
Okay. But he's back into 5th. And
yeah, okay. That's alright. But everybody else on softs in front. Doth in 4th on softs. So, Beck, great decision going in. Because he's 2nd place on soft tires. Beck could win this race, the pace he's got. Joshua into 3rd. That's a great result for him if he can hang on to that. Doth in 4th. Packers 5th. Zyg's in 6th on fresh softs. He looks like he's going to be in a good position to score points. So, lost a lot of time, but really only lost 1 spot.
Ryan went
And he
back
got the
onto
pit stop done.
mediums.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit of miscommunication with the pit wall, I'd assume,
Um,
because he had 2-lap old medium tires. He could have just went to the front. But,
yeah.
no,
Maybe he
it's
had wing
funny.
damage?
Vitality now drops to 11th. So right now our
Wow.
podium,
He's
Camden,
pretty
Beck,
much lost everything.
Mr. Joshua, Doc.
Vitality's lost almost everything.
Yeah.
He's at 11th, and I don't think he's going to get a point if Simonglis can hold him off. No, he's probably... he should get Simonglis, really. Probably JX.
Yeah,
it's
with the
hard to
pace he's
say.
had and
Yeah.
tire advantage.
But, yeah, the race has completely flipped here. Camden... And he's potentially going to win this Grand Prix here, but Beck is going to give him a run for his money. I don't think Beck is going to be letting off here at all. Beck will absolutely hound him.
So if any of the top 4 win, that'll be their first win of the season.
Which is massive. Packer on 3-lap old mediums going to be a bit disadvantaged to the other guys pace-wise. I think those softs are going to have such a massive pace advantage given they don't need to last. Like, I mean, by the time we go racing, you can push those things 5-6 laps hard, and they will last.
For sure.
So
the restart's
Packer
going
have
to
that
be
pace?
crucial. I mean, it goes without saying, quite obvious, but it's really all going to hinge on the restart here. The last one went smooth. Vitality did a great job punching it and getting away. But we'll see how it goes here. Got a lot of guys doing the tire warming.
Packers made 3 stops. JXW's made 4 stops. Adri's made 4 stops.
Who are our big winners here so
Doth's
far?
made 3 stops as well. So Doth's made 3 stops and is in 4th place on softs. That's the kind of race you get at Baku.
Yeah, so, I mean, the top 3, Camden up 7, Beck up 9, Joshua up 12, Arrow's also up 9. Those are the big standout winners, but even Doth, 3 places, JX 4. Big losers, obviously, right now. Vitality down 10. That's gotta hurt. GP lost 5. Zimoglis lost 5. So, chaos. Absolute chaos. And this seems like one of those races where it's probably more fun to commentate than to participate.
Yeah, I definitely feel that.
Safety car, I would assume, is in this lap.
It should be in this lap, so we will go racing again. See those position changes, we will change that back to the tire information. Alright. I think it is, yes, safety car in this lap. So Camden will get the field bunched up, and we will restart. Oh, Packer nearly loses the car behind Doth there. I think he got caught. Oh, he got oh, no.
Doth got a penalty.
Well, at least he won't have to pit again. Yeah, that's surely not on Doth, but Doth won't have to serve that, so he can get that removed for sure.
Beck is right behind Camden, my goodness. And Camden's punched it. Camden has gone.
We are racing again. There is about 4 laps to go. 5 laps.
Nailed that, and Mr. Joshua is closing quite quickly. Packer is right behind Doth. All in all,
Doth backs out of it.
Pretty clean, yeah, and Doth has let him through. So we're not going to get DRS for 2 laps, so not until lap 24 will we see DRS again.
Maybe that's what Doth is thinking, like, I'd rather follow Packer than try to hold him off until DRS. Beck. Losing a bit of time
Down
to
a
Camden
second,
here.
yeah. So, well done by Camden.
Zyg sends it on arrow strike. Oh, right into the back of Zyg. Then a bunch of chain reaction contact behind it. Looked like JX lost a bit of his wing as well. Beck gets a
picks up
penalty.
3 seconds.
That's massive, given how close the field is. It's the last thing he needs. He has to get into the lead now and try to build 3 seconds up, but I don't know if he can pull that off. It's a tough task at this point. He's going to drop him off the podium, really, at this point. So we've got Camden, Beck, and Joshua currently on the podium. Packer trying to close in and fight. He's on older mediums, but just absolutely hounding with that race pace. Mr. Joshua looking for... Is that going to be... He's been on the podium once, I think, this year already, right?
Yeah, but Packers.
Packers. Yeah, he's absolutely sailing here. Packer is going to get this done, I think, without even DRS.
Yeah.
It's going to be tight. Joshua's going to have that advantage on the brakes with the softs. Is he going to think about it? No, he backs out of it. If he can hang close, he can get the DRS and give it a crack, but Doth even losing pace as well now, so Packer just seems to have far more pace than these guys.
JX seems to have retired from the session in the pit lane there. That's the cause for the yellow flag there. And Zyg is right behind Doth, really pressuring him, so Zyg is faster than you. Let me know you understand. But you can't let him through. You're going to let 5 cars by you, so hold position and see what happens.
Surely Zyg's thinking, let's get on with this. I need some points, man. Like, I can't afford to have these guys hounding me. It's a tight scrap back there.
Vitality has jumped into 9th as well, so Packer now is going to look to make this move on Beck, and what looked like an absolute disaster of a race, I'm sure he would still consider a disaster of a race, has the potential to turn into a victory here.
Yeah, Camden really not getting away like he should be. What does Beck have in the tank to fight with Packer there? It looks like he got a good exit. And Packer really not able to close at this point.
Now enabled lap 24. We've got Arrow maybe thinking about taking a look. Vitality thinking about taking a look, and Vitality has sent it. Ryan with the switchback. We'll see if he can make that stick, but I think, yeah, Vitality's got him there. Drive now with DRS. Looks to just being holding position.
Oh, late on the brakes, though. Nearly missed the apex of that corner, but he got through there.
On his new Fanatec, by the way. So, you know, maybe it really is the Fanatec. Bringing him points here.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd be content. But I'm sure they'll take a 5th and 6th after the way things have gone for them this year, really. But
yeah, for
they're just under pressure with that DRS. Oh, back into the barrier. He's lost a bit of his wing. He's already got 3-second penalty. Things are gone from bad to worse for Beck here. Packer looks like he could be on for 2nd place and possibly even the win. He's very close to Camden.
Yeah. Packer really likes to jump that curb.
Pushing his luck there. It's a dangerous corner because if your car doesn't come down in time, you're done. Very close here as they snake their way through Sector 3. Vitality, Arrow, Ryan.
Packer's going to get this done for sure.
That can't cover him, yeah.
Moves to the outside and...
Oh, there's a bit of contact. He's pushed Packer a little deep, but nothing too bad.
It looked like Packer may have actually kind of moved onto the racing line there.
Maybe. Hard to tell. Yeah, that's true. It was pretty close, wasn't it?
I think Beck had already committed to the outside, and
that's true.
A little bit of movement. We've got another car retiring in the pits. Looks like Zamoglis. I understand, but with 1 lap to go, why not just
finish the race?
And see, like, we've seen cars just crash, and 5 of them follow right behind. So
Also, like, why risk causing a safety car potentially and getting penalized?
Yeah, but it is what it is, and it happens. Unfortunate again for Zimoglis. I think he was on the podium last week, so tough result for him here.
Packer is very close to Camden.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Vitality is all... Whoa, Vitality with a huge slide. He somehow saves it. He was very close to Aerostrike there, and he was fishtailing back and forth and finally got the power down.
And Zai, crucially, has fallen out of DRS range on Goth.
Honestly, I have to wonder, are the softs starting to fall off a little bit here? With everybody absolutely just going balls out?
Packer's definitely going to get this done.
Yeah.
And really doesn't seem to have much of a chance here.
No, I think the softs have fallen off, honestly. I was kind of worried that might happen, but... You know, 4 or 5 laps, they're mostly qualifying tire around this track. I think it was... You know, Ryan going back out on the mediums.
Oh, and Camden!
Whoa!
Hangs on. He hangs on.
It's the final lap. Can Camden hang on to this? This could be a photo finish between these two. Can Camden fight this back right now? Packer absolutely flying behind. He's so close. Camden covers him, though.
Contact. A bit of contact, I think.
Yes, Camden squeezes. Oh! Camden almost into the barrier. They're side by side still. And they bump again. Packer's through.
If Camden can hang on, this works.
Oh, late send! Oh my! Ill-advised in there. Yes, that's true.
DRS down the main straight.
That's true. Does he
and
have the juice?
Crucially,
Oh, he does. He's got the
DRS
juice.
range.
This is gonna be
this
crazy.
is gonna be...
Oh, Beck's out! Beck has spun! Huge crash! No! There goes Darth. Oh, awful place. Man.
Oh no!
I can't believe no one. I can't believe
score points. And Packer spun. Packer spun. He's out. He's facing the wrong way.
Unreal. Oh, big crash here. Everyone's crashed into the barrier. Unbelievable stuff here in Baku. Look at the train we have.
I feel. Oh
okay, so there's nothing going on at the front. Let's get back to this group here. We've got Doth and Zag very close. Zag's going to get Doth here. Zag onto the podium, potentially. Zag is through. Unbelievable. Arrow Israel. Oh, my Lord. What a race we've had.
Arrow is going to get the podium. He's going to get the podium.
Unbelievable stuff. Arrow onto the podium. Zag fourth. Ryan in fifth. That was absolutely insane. What a race here at Baku. Look at the splits. We've got cars within tenths of each other in the finish. Unbelievable stuff. Packer in 12th. He's going to come home with 0 after all of that. Unbelievable stuff. Camden wins the Grand Prix. What a... Oh, man, what a race.
What has happened?
I think that was the most exciting race I've ever commentated, honest to God.
Didn't I tell you to keep it in the race, Zimoglis?
Right. Right. That was madness.
Oh my goodness.
Arrow on the podium. Out of nowhere. Is that Joshua as well on the podium? Yeah, it is. Oh my. Whew. I've almost lost my voice during this Grand Prix, honestly. Like my voice is feeling pretty coarse right now. I can't believe that.
Jesus Christ.
That was insane.
So, Camden wins the race. Oh my goodness. Mr. Joshua in second from 15th on the grid. Arrow from 16th to 3rd. Whew. That was insane. Zyg just barely misses out on the podium. Look at that.
It's
less
literally,
than a tenth.
Yeah,
less than a tenth.
700s.
I can't believe that. I'm sure some of these will get switched around. Doth probably has an unjust penalty. That 5 seconds, I don't know if that was legit. I think that was Packer hitting him.
That was madness. Sorry for yelling. I know the mic doesn't pick up the loud volume very well, but that was just insane. I'm sorry. Guys are complaining about my audio. It's like, well, fuck, man. Like, what am I supposed to do? When that happens, like, I was so into that. Like wasn't thinking about the sound.
Oh my goodness!
It's just me and Puff watching a crazy race at that point. But anyways, we got those guys in for an interview.
Wow.
Whew. Let me just open that up real quick. Send those invites out. You can say whatever you want now, Puff. You can tell Fuzz that he's a dirty bastard like I did 2 years ago in China. 2 seasons ago in China. You can still hear me. Yeah, exactly. They're like, what is he saying exactly about? Camden wins the race. That was insane too. Like, even just the fact that Camden somehow wins the race after everything that happened. Like, my lord, man. An arrow. Yeah. Oh crap! What a race.
A new race winner. All these guys have been on the podium. I will say I'm a little gutted for Zyg there at the end. I'm sure he'll be happy with the points, but would have loved to see him on the podium. Would have loved to hear what he had to say.
Ooh.
My cat didn't freak out, so my yelling couldn't have been that bad.
Oh my goodness.
Let's go. We'll wait till everyone gets in, and then we'll.
Let's go.
My goodness, that was insane.
I think you should start with Zeke this week, in my opinion.
He didn't make it.
He didn't get
He
third?
missed out by less than a tenth. It was 700s.
I just saw him at P3. I assumed he was good.
Yes.
Doth got overtaken by Zyg, and then Arrow with the full slipstream moved past both of them, and they were like side by side, like front wing in front of like. It was wild. Just
Never mind.
wild.
I've almost lost my voice, honestly, calling that race. Like,
That was crazy.
yeah.
And all you guys managed to sneak by Beck in the castle. Camden, you didn't have to deal with that, but everyone else.
I snuck by him. I mean, that was because that was going to be a 4-way fight to the finish. And then he did that, and then I lost the DRS.
Yeah.
And then I round the corner, and then I see Packer spawn. I'm like, what is going on here?
Oh my goodness.
That was one of the craziest races I've ever commentated, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was insane. Oh my
I don't
gosh.
even have questions prepared. Normally, I'm more stuff, but someone smashing stuff in the background.
Yeah, that was somehow the shelf of my fridge. Like, while I was grabbing a drink, like, I don't know what the hell happened there. Just more madness.
Yeah. Okay.
Holy shit.
Camden, we'll start with you. Let's. I don't even know. Where do you begin? I don't even know what happened at the
Catch your
start of the
breath
race.
first. Catch your breath.
Yeah. You decided to pit under the last safety car. I guess we'll start there. I don't know what really happened before that. You're running well. You and Vitality were 1-2 for quite a while. I believe he was rapidly catching you, and then he spun. He had his incident, which then caused a massive pile-up, caused that safety car.
That made me so mad.
Then, yeah, we'll get to you too, Arrow, because you were right involved in that. And then, yeah, you pit onto the softs. You must have been feeling pretty good. Packer was down in 5th, I think. So, yeah, talk us through the end of the race for you.
It was insane. It was such a good move to come down and pit. And, I thought I was okay when I got away from Beck because I figured, Packer wasn't going to, catch up. He's on mediums. And then he got by Beck. I'm like, all right, he might catch up. And then he closed and got within a second, was able to get DRS. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to lose this race. And it's so ironic because this happened last season where we had a late safety car. I came in and pitted, had the chance to win, and I just completely botched the safety car restart and ended up losing that race. And when Packer got by me, I'm like, is this really going to happen again? Am I going to, lose out that close in 2 straight Baku races? And at that point, I was just hoping he had a penalty. And then when he binned it, my reaction, oh my gosh, I'm just so overwhelmed. This is just so good. It's been a while since the last win, my first win. So I think this kind of just, validates the first win. But, I don't know. I'm just, I can't believe that just happened. I mean, we had such a good battle. Packer and I did, on the final lap. he got by, and I do feel bad for him, but at the same time, it's like, I had one get away from me last year, so in a way, this just makes up for it.
Well, you guys were side by side.
Did you know about his 3-second penalty?
He had one?
Yes,
he did.
Oh, okay.
But
okay,
that's less
fine.
dramatic. We'll pretend he didn't have any penalties. You guys were like side by side through turn 1, 2, 3, 4, I think, before he finally got you. And then by that point, Beck and JFD are right behind you guys. And then we'll segue right into JFD. What happened? What was going through your mind at this point?
Well, I was just happy to be in the position I was in because I had a horrible opening segment, and I just kind of kept my nose clean when under the first safety car I went to mediums. I was going to take those to the end, and people just kept hitting in front of me, and eventually I wound up in third, and then the last safety car, and I was just trying to keep it clean again and let people make mistakes. I saw somebody lost a wing. I think that was Beck, and then all of a sudden the castle section happened. I don't know how I sneaked by him without damage, but that kind of took me out of it. I come around the corner, Packer spun out. I'm like, holy shit, what's going on here? I was able to get in Camden's DRS, but I needed one more lap. I was too far back. I think out of the castle section I was 1-6 back, and just one more lap that would have been interesting. So, but I'll take second all day long.
Yeah, and again, I mean, second podium of the year. It's kind of been your MO since joining us last season, but yeah, just always extremely consistent. Very rarely make mistakes, and right place, right time. And it's paid off. So
right, absolutely. This is, like I said, second podium in the first 8 races. I would have taken that in a heartbeat if you would have told me that at the beginning of the year. So,
and it puts you right near the top of the standings too. You're in the right half of the standings. So another fantastic result, and you had some good moves. I think
it's only round 8.
You made a move, nice move on Doth. A few others throughout the field too. So. Congrats again on second, and
Thank you.
Probably the man who had the most exciting finish to the race. I don't know, it's hard to say, but Arrow, you overtook 2 cars in less than 10 seconds to snag the podium.
You can't see where my hands are up in the air. I actually passed 4 cars in the last 2 sectors.
Jeez.
And this is following you running into the back of Vitality. So,
oh my god. I was so annoyed because I'm coming around the corner and he's reversing.
Yeah,
like, I would have made it around him too. Because at the beginning of the race, when Zenith spun, I barely got around him. When Axton slammed into the wall, I barely got around those cars too. It was almost right place, right time the whole race through.
You snuck past Beck, though, so I mean, you got the short end of the stick with Vitality for sure, because I think you were the first car that came around to find him there. But
if he didn't hit me, I wouldn't have hit for the safety car, because after I went in, I was lapping like pretty much the same speed as everyone else, so I think I may have been able to hold everyone off.
It would have been close, yeah. You definitely. I was surprised, honestly, at how many cars hit pit. Some guys you expected it, like Beck. He was on really old mediums at the time. I think Doth, JFD, you guys were on pretty old mediums, but Camden too. I guess you were on the hard tire, but it was slightly old. There was a few guys throughout the middle of the pack who would pit, and their tires really weren't that bad. And I thought. Especially Ryan. Ryan's the one that immediately jumps to mind. I think he could have taken near the lead of that race, but I don't know. You want to talk us through like driving past Beck? I think a few cars may have hit him or clipped him. I don't know.
Doc hit him, and then his teammate hit the back of him, and I almost hit the back of him, like falling up. But I didn't have any damage, and then Doth just couldn't turn, so if Doth was a little bit faster in a straight line, they probably could have boxed me in, and then it probably would have been a Ferrari 3.4 or 3.5.
That was a brilliant move, though. You had the double slipstream. Zyg obviously makes it through. I'm just going off memory. Everything's a little hazy, but you had snuck past Doth. And then
one of my kids is up, so I'm going to get going, guys. So GG Camden, GG Arrow. So
congrats.
Good race, man.
Good race. Thanks. Yep, you got it.
But yeah, you had like moved out beside Doth, and then I think did you
I
move
thought I
back
wasn't
in
gonna
front of
get it.
Doth because you like snuck past Zyg, and then the two of you were like side by side. It was nuts.
Yeah.
And then Doth, I thought almost had a chance to get back, but that was crazy. Just
Right,
crazy.
right before DRS was active, on that little end, I ran out of battery, so I didn't think I would have had enough to
I think
to get the spot in the end, but
I
apparently
think
did.
yeah, everyone drained theirs in the like mad dash towards the end. I think everyone was running on 0.
Yeah.
'Cause there was a bit, Camden. I think it was you. You were behind Ryan for quite a while, trying to overtake him. And I noticed your battery kept dropping to 0, and
he did a fantastic job of holding me off. It was really aggravating, but man, he did such a good job. He had really good straight line speed. I mean, I caught him in the corners, but obviously because it's Azerbaijan, you can't pass unless if it's on the front straightaway. So we get to the front stretch, and I kind of just sit there. I'm like, well, I need to get by him. Like, I'm losing time. But luckily, he pitted, and everything worked out.
But I really don't have much else to say. That was absolutely fantastic. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people who were quite upset with things that happened during the race.
I think there's going to be a
wasn't
lot
all fun
of
for everyone.
Hey,
a lot of stewarding
Puff,
to do.
can we get driver of the day back this week potentially?
I'll look into it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get that going. I'll get that going again.
It's really, it's been non-existent.
That's my bad.
No, that's all
I should have
good.
got it going last week for T2 Monaco.
Or maybe someone,
With
I don't know,
myself.
someone, if they want to take the initiative and set it up, like...
No, I'll do it. I'm
Alright.
supposed to be the admin, I guess.
Yeah,
That's
but,
my
I mean,
duties.
the people love it.
But yeah, I'll get that going for you,
Have to
Camden.
upload my last lap.
Appreciate it.
And
Yeah, Puff, you should
Arrow, please
upload
do.
your view if you watched them cross the line, because I was checking, like, 5th and 6th behind as well.
I think I've got
And
the helicopter view, so I'll
Yeah,
actually
same.
save
Like,
my
where-
video now.
Yeah, I had the helicopter view as well, and you could see the 3 up front crossing the line together, and the other 2 behind, like, near each other as well. It was fucking crazy. But,
It's going
yeah,
to be a
it was
lot
a
of
great
yelling,
race.
so I warn you guys
Yeah.
in advance.
Yeah.
We just yelled.
my mic doesn't pick up the
You
loudness.
need like a pop filter for your mic, Pika.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but
It you know the little foamy things that you put on the mic?
I have one.
You should get a better one.
But yeah, the last
It's a
laps
very
are
low
probably
budget
just
operation here, okay? Like, I don't have money for that.
it's just distorted yelling. But I hope the passion shines through the distortion because that was a blast. I'm buzzing and I didn't even race. So
Yeah, that was fun.
that was good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you guys, Camden. Fantastic race. Great job on the win. There was like 3 or 4 different times where I was like, oh man, Vitality's got a good chance to win this. Oh my god, Packer's
Yeah.
going to win this. And then
Yeah.
just
Well,
crazy.
I mean, I really feel bad for Vitality, though, because he's been so close so many times this year. He's been up at the front.
Yeah.
He just hasn't been able to capitalize, and I think he's just too quick to not get one. So I wouldn't be surprised if he wins next week,
On
Yeah,
that though,
no.
I don't know why he pit the second time.
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
brought that up as
He
well.
was so
He had
far
had
ahead.
a 10-second lead, and he pit under VSC, though. It wasn't a safety car. He pit under the VSC.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously,
Still
he
that
came out...
He pit on hard tires.
Yeah, but he was
May
rapid
have
when
been
he
able to
came
get to the
out.
end,
But yeah, I don't know. It's strategy. It's tough in the moment, and yeah, I really don't have much else. So congrats, guys. I'll do the usual sign off. Tomorrow night, Tuesday, 8 p.m. We continue in Baku with our PC League. Thursday and Sunday. Thursday 8 p.m. and Sunday will be 3 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. UK time. And that will wrap up Baku for the week. But if you watch tonight, I'm sure you'll be very intrigued to watch the rest of the races because that was fantastic.
Yeah, it was a great race.
But yeah, with that being said, have a good night, guys. And yeah, tune in to ZOR pretty much all week long for the best racing, online racing in the entire world. And I say that
Entire
without,
world.
the entire world, without exaggeration. If you need proof, watch this race again. But yeah, thanks, guys.
Well, yeah, have a good night, everyone. Congratulations, Camden.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Nice racing, guys. All right, thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll catch you next time.